Welcome back, everybody. We are in another episode of Satisfactory. We are going to pick up right where we left off in putting together the assemblers to make all the stuff we want. So, that being said, got 519.988. So we need 86.4 per minute. So that's going to be 519.988 divided by 86.4. So that's going to be 6 of these. So tell you what, I should probably do this. Let's see here. Where do we want these? I don't want to put them over here. Well, what if I can't line them up that way? Let's line it up this way. Just stick with that right there. Alright. And we needed 86.4 of these. So that was what? No, not 95%. 96%. There we go. Yeah. And then we'll grab this. And then there's 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6. Yep. That works out. Unless I want to overclock them. Because I do have 4 of these. Trying to split them up between 6. Alright, tell you what. Let's do a little bit more research real quick. Let's do a little bit more math. So we got 519.988. Alright, so if I take 519.988 divided by 74 divided by 4. So they would need to use like 129 per minute. So if I come down into here, power shards. Grab a stack of those. I need to use basically 129.997. So if I do that, that's 135. So 130.5 128.7. $129.6. Yeah, that works out. Nice. And then I can get rid of these two. So that works out pretty well, actually. So, pretty sure all of these are Mach 3. Let me double check that, but I'm pretty sure they're all Mach 3. Just to be on the safe side. Yep, they are all Mach 3. Oh, and I need more steel beams. So let's go grab some real quick. And then we'll put a couple into there. Throw the rest of those back into there. Interesting. Anyways, back down here I go. So Mach 3 lifts from here to there, from here to there. Awesome. Now they need to come out this way. Where? Aha! I could put this on one of those. Okay. Anyways. Actually, we'll bring you right there. We'll bring you right there. Bring you to right there. And bring you right there. I also just realized the mistake I made, so let's rectify that. Alright. And then we go from you to right there. From you there. We go from you to like right here, and then there. We go from you to about right here, then to there. Yeah, we'll be okay. Awesome. Now I just need 250 screws per minute. I think the only way I'm gonna get 250 screws per minute. Oh no, I can't get it with Mach 3 belts. Nope, I take that back. I need 360 per minute. Never mind, I have to use Mach 4 belts. Alright, so each of these need 360 per minute. Okay. Alright, so if each of these are making 49.524, so 360 per minute divided by 49.524. Is that right? That is right. So means I'm gonna need 7 and some change. Oh boy. Alright, well. Let's just weird right there, I know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let me take a merger, send it that way. Okay. I'm gonna have to. Have to do that, unfortunately. Anyways, back to what I was doing. So, I'm gonna use a Mach 3 belt for a good chunk of this. Although I think that actually needs to be a Mach 4 belt, so just go ahead and do that. That. And then just to be on the safe side, we'll upgrade that one. The rest of these should be alright. Alright, so now I'll take you and do that number. Okay. Now we come over here. And say we put a air lift hole right there. Oh, not that one. Pretty sure that's already connected. Yeah. Okay. Yep, that connected. Alright then. So let us go back. There's all that. Now, take this one and lead it to over there. So we'll do that. And then that. And if I grab conveyor lift, put it that way. And come back over here to grab this. And slap it into there. Yep, there we go. Alright, so there's all those screws. Now I just need to do that 4 more times. So one, 2. Is that going up high enough? I don't think it is. No, it's not. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Merger. That way and that way. Yeah, I need to make more industrial beams. I need to make a lot more too. Alright, well, guess I will get to that and then I'll be back. Actually, gonna need to grab more steel beams. Alright, well, I'm gonna get started on that. I will be back when I'm done. See all of you shortly. Alright, hopefully I got enough now to finish what I need to do. I suppose we'll find out though. Alright, now we shall grab this 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. work either. Here we go. Alright. Let's come make sure that... Yep, they got screws in them. Awesome. Alright. Awesome. Everything's feeding in. Alright. These are all making 21.6 per minute. So at 4 of them, they could all fit on a Mach 2 belt. Anyways, there's all those. Alright. Then we've got modular frames. And then we've also got rotors. I think I said I'll use whatever rods are left over to make rotors. With these. So, I am making 21.6 times 4. Making 86.4 per minute. So, I'll just go ahead and put that there. 86.4. Right, so if I do 86.4 divided by 3, that equals 28.8. So I would need 28 of these things to compensate for that. That is insane. I'm really making that many reinforced iron plates out of just 4 machines. Yeah, I guess I am. Okay then. Let me double check the numbers on this. Requires 30 per minute. Okay. So what if no, we'll just stick with that. 28. Not quite sure how I'm gonna make that work, but we'll figure something out. Anyways, we'll do it over here. Basin. Yeah, this way. This way works. I need 28 of them. My goodness. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then what I can do is I can flip them around to go this way. So how much space I want in between them? Or do I do that? I can make that work right there. Yeah, we'll go with that. That is a lot of assemblers. Holy cow. Alright, and then we grab some wall outlets. These are lined up. Yeah, we'll go with that. There's all those. Now these are roughly the same. Yeah, we'll go with that. Then we just gotta hook them all up. Oh, I'm actually running out of iron plates. Would have thought. Anyways, this will go right there. And this one will connect to right there. And then connect from this one to that one. Alright. Now we do these. And then just to kind of keep things simple, we'll put power line right there. Is it why is it red? Did I forget a power line somewhere? I sure did. That should be all of them yellow. Nice. Alright, now what we will do is we will do mergers. Okay, I should be able to just come down here because I know a few of these are probably backed up on iron plates. I can just grab them and be good to go. Alright, mergers. Yeah, that works. Then we're going to grab a smart splitter and we will run it to right there. Grab a Mach 2 belt to put in right there. And then we will grab a conveyor lift hole to put right there. That right there. Then, let's see here. Center output is overflow. Right output is any. Pretty sure that's right. That way, overflow goes that way. That way is main. But when this gets full, it'll overflow into there. Alright. And then what we'll do is we'll come down here. And we'll take a industrial storage box. We shall put it this right about here works. And then we'll grab a smart splitter, put it right there. There. And this is overflow, and this is any undefined. Then we shall grab a awesome sink. It's just a little big to go right here. How messed up would that be? Because if so, I can just remove the floors over here. Yeah. Alright, well, in that case... Whee! Alright, so there's that. And then we'll just slap this belt to right here. And then we'll slap it into there. Bring this down to right here. And then this will go to right here. And this should make it so that we will double check this, but this way any overflow will just, alright, that's going that way. And then any overflow will just go back that way. So now, let's see, we're gonna grab you, put you right there, and then go from you to there. Nice. That way, if this storage box ever gets full, it'll be right there. And then also what I can do is, no, that is too small. Too small. Yeah, we'll go with that. Then select icon, parts, this is reinforced iron plates. And colors. Ooh. You know what? If we do that. Okay, yeah, I like that. And then, alright, let's make this one a little bit darker. Yeah, we'll go with that. No. Let's leave it at 1. Glossy? Ooh, Yeah, there we go. That looks good. Okay, yeah, we'll rock that. That way I can see what's in here at a glance. I like it. Ah, that's why they're that color. Okay. No, they're not waiting on those. What are they waiting on then? I'm not sure. But I do know this output seems to be a little backed up. Alright, well, we got that squared away. Let's start working on this. So, yeah. Alright, so there's that. These only need 3 per minute though, so I can get by with just Mach 1 belts out the wazoo. Alright, now it should all be going this way. These are all filling up now. So, these all need 12 rods per minute, so... Let's say I grab a splitter. that's automatically in there? Yeah, I think so. Cool. And then we delete these. And then we just grab some and we just keep going down the line. Alright, if I've got 28 of these that need 12 per minute, means 336, which, if I remember correctly, that's going to be Mach 4, so... Well, these don't need to be Mach 4. grab a conveyor lift hole and put it, say, right there. Let's back it up a little bit. Let's put it right there. Alright. Now I need rods. How am I going to get rods up here? And 336 of them, to be exact. So all of them things are down here. Well, for starters, let's figure out where that conveyor hole is that I just put in. Oh. Well, you know what? Could be worse. Could be a lot worse. That's actually not a bad place for it. And I am going to need more encased steel beams. I'll be back. Alright, this should be enough to at least do something of what I want to do. And then we'll bring it around to, say, probably about right here. And then we'll grab another conveyor lift hole, slap it like right here. Pop this up here. Yes. Boom. Alright, there's that. Now let's go down and take a look at where this is at. Hopefully I didn't put it over these belts. Okay, good to know. Let us instead put it, say, over here a little bit then. We'll put it, say, right there. That'll work out just fine. Then right there. Run it into there. Alright, so 336 iron rods. So let's just start down here, figure out how many we got. So 14.857 times 10 is 148. So if I do 14.857 times 2, not times 2, times 20, okay. So we'll grab 25 worth then. 25 worth. So, here's what we will do. We will grab some conveyor lifts. And we shall just run these up to the ceiling. Now we just grab a bunch of mergers and you know, actually, because I can just take these and just run them into that one. Actually works out pretty good. Alright. And now I just grab some more mergers. Boom, boom, boom. And we'll put a merger, guess, right here. And then another merger there. And then Mach 4 lift right there. Alright. And then we'll do a bunch of Mach 3 belts. Leading to that one. With a bunch of Mach 3 belts. Leading to that one. Now I can do Mach 2 belts. For all of these. And then we'll do Mach 4 belts going from here to there. From there to there. Alright, that's a bunch of rods going up. Yep, bunch of rods going up. Yeah, unfortunately, the reinforced iron plates, while are coming out at a wonderful clip, are we've just got so many stinking machines set up that a what's the word I'm thinking of? Manifold system. That's the word. Manifold system just has a hard time with so many machines. Alright, but now we've got all those being made. Which means the last thing to get made is the rotors. With whatever rods and screws are left over. Which I'm sure is still plenty. So let's just go ahead and come down here real quick. Let's take a quick tally of what all we got in the way of rods. So we have these 5, these 10, these 10, along with these 5. So we've got 60 per minute. So that's what? 60 plus 13.489. 13.489 plus 13.489 times 10. I suppose I didn't have to do that. Plus 135 plus 14.587 times 5. 402825. So I have basically 402 rods to work with. So 402.825. 402.825. Okay. Now let's figure out how many screws I've got to work with. Because I'm not using all the screws. Because I still have these. This whole side over here. Plus another, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. So, how many is this? Starters. Do that. So that's 18. So that's what? 36? 36 plus 8 is 44, making 49.524. So 49.524 times 36 plus 8, 44. Still got 2,179 screws to work with. 2179.056. 2179.056. Okay. So with that being said, if I set that to 100, means 20 and 100. So at 20 rods per minute, 402. So let's just do 400 divided by 20. That would be 20 of them. Okay. That would give me 2,000 screws per minute needed. You know what? I'm good with that. So I need 20 of these. Gotcha. Now the question is, do where do I want to build those at? Because I don't think I have enough room to build. Yeah, I don't. Not to set up another two-piece assemblers on this side. So I could just run them down the length of this right here. That's always an option, I guess. Let's say put it right there. Put it right there. Leaves me enough room for inputs. Yeah, that should work. So we'll do that. This is gonna be, where's it at? Rotors, right there. Need 20 of these. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Oh dang. That's actually not too bad. That is a long line of them though, holy cow. Running out of plates again. What a shocker. Anyways. If that's the case, I can just jump down here, come over here, and we'll just grab some plates out of these machines, because oh wow, you're actually pretty empty. I'm surprised. Alright, go with that. I don't think I'm running in a deficit. Pretty sure I'm running in a surplus. At least I think I am. Could be wrong on that though. This is one heck of a factory, that's for sure. Nice. Okay. So, we got all of that set up. Alright, so I just need to bring up the rest of the rods and the rest of the screws, which is 402 screws, basically 400 screws per minute, and what was it, 2,000? Yeah, so 400 rods and 2,000 screws. Okay, so I can bring the rest of the rods up on a Mach 4 belt, be okay. I have to spread the screws out between 3 belts. No. 2,000. It'd have to be like, it'd be 5 belts. Oh gosh. Yeah, because 2,000 divided by 480, it's 4 and some change. Whereas if I used, say, Mach 3, it'd be 2,000 divided by, what was it, 270? 7 belts. Or worse. Alright, well, let's just work on, let's do rods first. So bring the rods up from this side. Screws are going to come up from multiple directions, but we'll do the rods from this side. Need 100 per minute, so they all got to be Mach 2 lifts. splitters. So, tell you what, we'll do one. I don't know how many I want. We'll hold off on that for now. But we can go ahead and start hooking all of these up. We're just gonna run a Mach 4 belt all the way down the line. Pretty sure though I only need to put Mach 1's going in, so that's the good news. Alright. Now, let's go ahead and hook up power. Oh, hello. When does that happen? Oh. Actually, no, let's not do that one. Let's do... this one. For now. Alright. Lots and lots of logistics. It's either there or I run it down to there. There we go. Now I just need to figure out how am I going to get put it? No, I got it back on the pretty sure. Yeah. Alright, so there's that. And I think it'll fit. Right. There. Yep. That honestly doesn't look that bad. I mean, I could always move this belt. Well, hey, if I'm getting some down to here, it must mean that it's getting backed up here, right? Okay, I can't go that way. So I think that means that, yeah, it's because these aren't moving this way anymore, so that must mean I'm backed up on reinforced iron plates. Okay, that's good to know. So what are you waiting on? Rods. Are you just not getting them at all? Because it doesn't look like you've gotten any. Okay. Looks like it's the same for you. What about you? You haven't gotten any either. What about you? No. Interesting. Okay, so what if we flip it around? Does that work? It does. Okay. What's that? Okay. So it looks like some of these aren't working the way they should. But now it's not hooked up into here. Alright, so now if I grab this, no, not this, this, and then go. There. And grab you. Go from right here to right here. Okay, you're actually going in now, so that's good. Okay. If you're working, I will take it. Alrighty then. Let's just go ahead and redo these then. Okay, yeah, they're actually working now. That's good. This is why you come back and look. Alright, what about this one? This one work? Yes. And that one did. This one did not. And this one did not. So. Okay, what about this one? That one did. This one did not. Nope. Okay. This one? Nope. Okay. This one? Yes. This one? Yes. Okay then. Well. Alright. Yeah, I didn't think that would work. Alright, I think that's all of them fixed. Okay, that's good. I mean, an easy way to find out would just be to go ahead and just start pushing them into a resource sink. Making 2 per minute, and I've got how many of these things? I don't even know. 28, I believe. So 2 per minute at 28. It's what? 56, I believe. Yeah. So I could find out by dumping them into a resource sink if I really wanted to. Which I might do. Alright. And then we grab a merger and we'll put it, say, right there. Grab a Mach 1 belt. Bless it. Okay. Alright, and then we will grab this, snap it right there, but instead of being reinforced iron plates, it will be modular frames. Yes. Alright. So now, yeah, we'll just grab a bunch of mergers and send them that way. You know what, actually? Grab a belt and run it down the length of this. Sorry about that. Nice. Okay. And all those lights lit up green. Good. Now we shall do the same down here. Start with a merger right here. Grab a belt. And we shall just run down the length of this. Right there. And run down the length of this. Right there. And then stop it right there. Okay. Alright, and now we go connect. Connect everything up, that way we can make sure everything is running properly. Alright, all green lights on this side. Yep, all green lights on this side. So, now I just need to figure out where's this going to come down at. So, let's see here. So, let's see here. That's where they're going up. So I could technically have them come down right there as well. And have it run all the way down here. Until it makes it over here. Yeah, I could do that. Here, let's go set that up. So, should be 28 of these, making 2 per minute, so 28 times 2 is 56. So, we don't need that. We need this. We're gonna put it right there. We're gonna take a merger. Slap it right there. And then put that right there. And then grab you, put you right there. Grab you, put you right there. Alright. And now we just gotta go down below and run it down. So, it's right here. So I can just have it pop out right there. And just grab a lock on belt. And just have it come down here. any undefined will go into the box. Overflow will come down here and go into the resource sink. And here they come now, ever so slowly. But they are coming, and that is what matters. All right. Why is this not working properly? Oh, that'd be why. That shit's doing the same thing on this side. Yep. Okay, that's working the way it should. But I bet you it's probably doing the same thing over here too. Yep, sure is. We'll let it run for a little bit, see how it looks. But good news is that we are getting modular frames. And we are getting reinforced iron plates. So that's the good news. Now, I don't think I'm going to set up rotors this time around, though. We'll do that next time. I running short on iron plates? Why is this one so short compared to the rest? Alright, let me go investigate. Yeah, this one's not running as fast. Okay. Time to investigate. Why is it doing that? So that would be this one. Ah, that would be why it's not getting enough iron ingots. Why is it not getting enough iron ingots? This has got enough iron ore and water. Is it this one? This one doesn't look like it's making anything. This one's not getting enough iron ore. That's why. Neither is this one. Whereas this one is. Okay. Well, that means now I gotta go up there. Which is gonna be... lovely. Okay, so that was... not that one. This one. Like I'm gonna know which one that is. Let me just get up here first. So this one's running good, but it's this one seem to be low on iron ore. So why is that? Okay. So these two being fed from over here, which is coming out of this one, which this one isn't full. Why is that? This one's not running at full capacity. Okay. So that one's the top in the middle. See, the rest of these are running at full capacity. Alright, well, let's do some more investigation. So, top one in the middle. Alright. Let us go see where the top one in the middle comes from. So top one in the middle, that's on this side, which is coming from that way, which is coming from back here. Let's go see what's going on. So I mean, if I have to, I'll just overclock a couple of the miners and call it a day. That might be what the issue is. Bane? Move. should help out with that some. So these are impure, impure. Impure and impure. So we're pulling out 60 per minute, which means this belt should now have a full 120 on it. All the way down to here, we have these two pulling 60 per minute, so it should be 240 right here. Tell you what though, we'll just go ahead and yeah, that should help out with that some at least. But like I said, if I have to, I will overclock some of these miners. Because it'll just increase the output. It'll increase the power usage, but it'll also increase the output. So may overclock them to produce like 65 per minute or something like that. That should help out. At least this belt is full now coming in. I'll run the length of it and make sure that it stays full. It's not breaking up anywhere. Alright. Let's head back up now. That's not what I wanted to do. So this is the top one in the middle, coming all the way down here. All right. I think that's helping. Yeah, I'd say that's helping. So that should help with the iron should help with production to keep this up and going. So that it comes out at a steady pace, goes all the way down there. It should look better when I come up here. It does, for the most part. And then when I come up here, this should be stacking up a lot faster with iron plates. Oh yeah. Now we're getting somewhere. Alright, and now that this has had a minute to run, gives me a chance to see where else my output problems are. This one? Nope. Is it this one? Nope. I mean, all of them are green, except for this one. This one's yellow for some reason. Why is this one yellow? This one's yellow because it's full on the output. Okay, that's working. Alright, let's take a look at these. Any of these having issues? Okay, that one is moving, so what about this one? Okay, there we go. Alright, that should be good now. I'll work on hooking up rotors in the next episode. Oh yeah, that's filling up quick. I'll just let it run. Alright. Now then. Alright, well, that is going to end it for today's episode, everybody. I know it's kind of getting kind of repetitive with all the building, but I promise we're almost done. Maybe once we get done with the rotor setup, we'll look at the rest of the stuff and start working towards the space elevator parts. I suppose those could have been working in the background while I did this, but hey, you know, it is what it is. Because these right here were just sitting pretty over here. Everything's full. If I wanted to, I probably could just set up a couple things and just let them go to town. Maybe. I don't know. This requires a lot that I don't have. Yeah, because I did unlock an alternate recipe that doesn't use screws, so I may end up going with that one. But I also need to automate computers, which requires a whole lot of other stuff. Yeah. Once we get done with the Big Blue Ironworks, we may have to do a redo of the Copper Works, and we'll do the Big Red Copper Works. There's the automated wiring. What did I need automated wiring for? I don't remember, but it's there. Why isn't it running? Oh, I turned it off. That's why. Anyways, that's going to end it for today's episode. Do we even have anything left to work on in here? Yeah, we got fluid packaging, along with all of these things. That fluid packaging I could probably knock out like it's nothing. Yeah, I can knock that out like it's nothing. But these right here, computers, heavy modular frames and computers. Yeah. Just out of curiosity, is there any way I could? I mean, I could buy computers. Can I buy heavy modular frames? I can. Might be one thing I could do, just to kind of get the production rolling. I don't know. I may look into doing that in the next episode, because I've got quite a few tickets, and it would give me something to spend my tickets on. That put them in here. I did. Let's pull them out of there. We'll put them in there. Got a whole lot of stuff. Yeah. Anyways, this is where we're going to call it for today. I hope you all enjoyed. And I will see all of you in the next episode. Take care, everybody. Goodbye for now. Toodaloo.